Hello everyone, my name is Fajar Alfiansyah. Today, me and my team will talk about music. Maybe some people, when I'm mentioning music, will think about song, tone, or rhythm. But we're not going to talk about that. We will talk about music in a broader sense, such as what music is, the type of music, and the benefit that can be obtained from the music. But before we go further, let me introduce our team member. The first member, it's me, Fajar. The second member is Abdul Ghani. The third member is Alta Pratama. And the last member from our team is Andhika Pramana. And if you have any question to ask, please keep it first. You can ask the question when all of us already explained the presentation. Okay, let's begin. Music is sounds that is arranged in such a way that it contains rhythm, song, and harmony, especially the sound produced from instruments that can produce sounds. Although music is a kind of intuitive phenomenon to create, to improve, and to present, it is in an art form. Listening to music is also a kind of entertainment. Music is a very unique phenomenon that can be produced by several musical instruments. There are several types of music, which are classic, jazz, blues, country, techno, reggae, R&B, rap, metal, dangdut, and pop. Music is an expression of human beauty in a form of rounded concept of thought, in the form of tones or other sounds that contain rhythm, and other sounds that can be harmony, and has a form in space time that is known by oneself and other humans in the environment. In this part, I will tell you why music is important to teenagers. The first one, making peaceful and relaxing. The presence of music is considered to be a medium to release negative feelings, such as pain or frustration, without side effects. This is why listening to certain types of music can make us cry. It's healthy form of emotional release.
All right, next point that will I bring is about why music is important to teenagers. It's because how music can unite people from around the world, especially teenagers. As you know, usually when people hold a concert, the visitors are mostly teenagers, and some of them are willing to come from far away just to watch the concert. Whether it's a festival, a concert, or a club night, people come together to enjoy the music that being played. For example, at the Festival of Tomorrowland or Ultra, you will see a lot of people from all over the world to enjoy the whole musical experience. It doesn't matter where you come from, everyone is treated the same. This is something we can all learn from, and maybe you can also find your soulmate with the same taste in music. All right, so that is for my first point. Now let's turn to the next one, is how music can inspire teenagers. I've read some literature before, and the title is The Power of Music. They tell a story about a group of disabled street musicians, and they called staff Benda Billy. The band was made to tell everyone with everything they had to think positive and strong in the face of difficult circumstances. Benda Billy believed that the band's song encouraged kids to go to school and people to work hard. And one of them crew claims that the message of their music is, if you want to do something with your life, you need to take things in your own hands. With the spirit they have in performance, they show that being disabled is not a reason to limit yourself to do a thing. Instead, they just look like a rock star. For me, that's very inspiring to make people to keep moving forward no matter what trouble you got. With help from music, people can do anything. There is no impossible thing for someone who wants to try. And that brings me nicely on to my next point, that music can help teenagers developing imagination. First of all, why I said this is important thing, because with music, teenagers can develop imagination and create something new. From the previous story that I told, even a disabled people can make something big with their imagination and make some movement with their condition. I don't think I'm not the only one who listen music instantly has a vision in my head of surrounding that would fit that particular music piece. Music lets your imagination flow, and that's obviously a good thing for your creativity and health.
Let's go to the next point. If music is your passion and makes you happier than anything you can do in the world, then yes, music is a good career choice. However, in my opinion, I have an interest in music, but I will be very difficult if, as a young person, is not serious in pursuing this music field and doesn't switch in beginner to a professional, because it will be impossible to have a career music if the intention in yourself is not great. However, if you sing or make music, make over, plug on famous pitch, and maybe if you actually have a talent, people will start checking you and you could probably get famous. Examples like Shawn Mendes is really popular right now. He got famous from singing in finance, and now he makes his own music and tours all around the world. There are a lot of things you can do to make your dream come true. You don't have to be an adult or even a certain age to be a successful person. Just preserve and do what you think is the best. If you really have the talent and the dexterity to go on, you will be able to make it. It might not be now, not in 3 years or even 10 years. You don't have to be well known worldwide. Just perform and do your best to make people happy with what you are putting out there. Who knows what will happen, right? And the point that I will be talk about is how important music to teenager as a lifestyle. Music plays a big part of our everyday life. We hear it as we drive, as we shop, and while we work. And thanks to streaming music service like Pandora, Spotify, and Google Play, we can now instantly listen to just about any song we want, while we do nearly anything from cleaning up the house to exercising. And it turns out that listening to music can have much deeper effect than simply passing the time. In the end, music has changed and is still changing us every day. Therefore, it is more than just something. It teaches us listen, help define and shape who we are, and give us strength when we feel weak. It gives us hope when we want to give up, and tell us that we are not alone and misunderstood when we feel like we are. Music is there for us when no one else is, so we remain faithful and loving. Music helps us breathe when we have no air. This is a healer. Music is the only real magic on earth. and it is something we cannot live without. Music is not something, it is a lifestyle. We live by our music and we love our music. Music is our life.
The next point, our group agrees that music gives positive vibes to teenagers. Apart from being a place to channel aspiration, creativity, imagination, music can also control emotion and build a good mood. We can feel this effect because by listening to happy music. It will make someone more flexible or easier to adjust in thinking than music. Can also increase creativity and help you to consider ideas that might not be thought of if done in a quiet state. But the way we have to do so that music can encourage creativity is to listen to music that is like be listeners. Because as we know, that music has various genres which of course have a characteristic of each music that it's broad. The conclusion. So the conclusion we can draw it the music has its own charm for every group because music it can unite different and social tendencies from various place, region, from various circle, and especially teenager. As we know, when music concert is held, most of the visitors are teenagers, and some of them are willing to come from various places just because they want to watch a music concert from favorite band or genre. Then also music can provide inspiration and imagination for teenagers with the message contained in it because this element greatly influence the listener to make the brain and mind continue to move forward no matter what problem you get with the help of music. People can do anything because nothing is impossible for someone who wants to try. With the help of music, it will make the listener more relaxed and in carrying out the activities or what the world the face. In addition, music can also make listener excited and happy for our people to like it. But not all people can play music because every music player needs skill and preference in the process of learning it, whether singing or playing an instrument. In another point of view, music can help define and shape the character of the listener and give your positive energy when they feel tired and under a lot of pressure. And also music give hope well listener to give and let them know that they are not alone because the music the place as if the listener are together many people or other friends. So in that music has many benefit or advantage for every listener, especially that music can that is played is favorite band or the greenery that listener likes. That's all we can say if you have any question.